7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
All power to the people. It's the Bruh Listen Podcast, the black podcast focusing on social political issues and how they affect our community. With your hosts, Cedric Owens, Brittany Brown, and Anthony Rogers. Bruh Listen. The fuck, Bismarck?
Right.
Bruh Nation, what's good? Back at it again. Tank couldn't make it because it's his birthday weekend, so we got Biz Marquis in the building.
Unfortunately.
Shout out to all the black-owned business. I just went to the Dash Shack for my birthday, and I want to say the experience was awesome. The customer service was good. The music was good. Them niggas played Nappy Roots Po Folks.
Bro,
Hey.
DJ $5.
All my
The
life.
wings taste like the lemon just pop in your mouth on the lemon
you
pepper.
know, lemon pepper wings gotta be the hard.
This whole goddamn
We
operation.
back,
We
bro,
gotta get this
Nation.
shit together.
We had a little bit
we
of technical
back? We back.
I told
difficulties.
this bastard to tell me when we back.
I just told you we just did that. Y'all don't bother with this shit because I don't know.
Oh, we don't bother with the shit.
All right, my nigga.
You the one that got
The cord-
faulty equipment.
Listen, bro, Nation, the way this show run, you know how you got to set your charger up against something and fold it and press it up against the wall to get it to charge. That's how we recording right
Unbelievable.
All right, so Brother Nation, I've been taking a break from social media. I've been on mostly YouTube shit, just watching videos. I don't know what the fuck going on in the world. So if we're about to blow up, I have no idea.
now. Now, I will say, interestingly enough, I haven't watched news in 2 days, which I usually watch
I'm so
news
proud of you.
Every
day.
me
You
too.
You need to leave it more to me, goddamn it.
I actually,
What,
I did a
Yes.
CNN detox actually. So if I don't watch local news, then I haven't watched like any.
I'm gonna be back
To be honest with you.
tomorrow.
I haven't watched CNN in about 10. I don't know when the last time I watched CNN.
It's been it's just.
I start watching. I start watching
Hey,
the news.
Greg.
I started watching the news two days ago because Trump thing came out with the tape or whatever.
Oh,
And then I heard like the dude try to say that like the reason why Trump shouldn't be in trouble for what he said about the coronavirus and hiding the seriousness of it is because Lindsey Graham set him up. So basically Marion Barry style, bitch set me up.
Well, that's the same
Listen,
thing that
listen.
Nancy Pelosi said when she went into the fucking hairdresser.
And she should be
And
crowned for that, too.
I know, she, both of us. She was like, they set me up. Well,
Bitch
bitch,
set
what
me
you
up.
doing now?
Right.
I'm tired of all these politicians or whatever, which is why I'm still not on the fence of voting for Biden and Kamala or whatever.
I just want stability. That's why
I
I'm
don't
doing
want
it.
stability. That's the one thing that I'm scared of. I'm scared.
Why are you
I'm
scared of stability? Why?
Because stability breeds comfort, and comfort breeds the same characteristics that we've been going through for 400 years.
But why? But why?
Stability brain. That's why we were slaves for 300 years.
But why at some
Stability.
point? But why at some point can we not feel comfortable for once? Like, don't ultimately you
But-
want to be comfortable?
No, because if we're comfortable with the way that the shit is, like how we were comfortable with Obama, niggas is still gonna be getting
It
killed.
won't be that way.
Or what-
I think niggas
I
gonna
get
be
what
more.
you're saying, and I agree with
That's
you.
an
No,
if.
wait. I agree with what you're saying.
I think-
the status quo is trash.
I hope.
Yeah.
But it won't be that way. And
But
I'm
I
not
think-
saying because I think Biden. I'm gonna let you go, Brittany. I don't think it's because I think Biden is gonna be so much better. Oh, please watch the course. I don't think it's gonna be because Biden is so much better than like Obama or he's gonna do so much more. I just really think that Trump has destabilized normal society enough that I just want to, like you
He's
said, cuz, I
destabilizing
just
to
wanna
where the
go
norm,
one day
the abnormal is
when
normal now.
The president is not the news. It was weeks that you forgot Obama was the president.
Facts.
Because he didn't even say shit
This
for
is
weeks.
this is partly the problem of CNN for one, and not just CNN, mainstream news before Trump was president.
I think when niggas in general, the state of niggas though, I think the comfortability, the stability, and then we became destabilized with if Biden and Kamala get into office, then we're going to be even more harder on Kamala because of that.
We should be though.
Kamala,
But
wait,
if you think about it though,
Why?
hold on. But when you
Wait,
think
do you-
about it
wait,
though,
do-
I
wait.
think niggas though, I think
have
niggas
a
we are
question.
harder on ourselves anyway
have-
than
I
white
agree.
men.
I have,
We
a,
are.
I have a
I
question.
agree.
If there's somebody that's in there for us, should we not be harder on them than who we're obviously not going to vote for anyways?
We should be harder. We should be harder on white folks than we are our own. To be honest
agree
with
with
you,
that,
No.
man, we're not. We give them more slack.
This is
I
what I'm
agree
saying.
with both of y'all.
No, my point. What I'm saying is, we're not. If you're a Democrat, you're not going to vote for the Republican, anyways.
Right.
So that doesn't matter.
I
But
think
if
get
we're
rid of the
gonna
party
get-
system.
Can I say
I
that's
think we
stupid?
should get rid of the
But
party
if-
system anyway.
If we're going to have somebody in there who's supposed to be on our side, what's the point of having them in there if we're going to let them do the same thing the Republicans doing and just say, "Oh,
I agree.
Eric, are you talking about the 1619 project that's on CNN?
No, he's talking about Trump. Is he saying that Trump tried to get rid of 1619 thing?
No, I'm just.
What
He
the-
just has. Have you heard about the 1619 project?
The
So I
thing
wasn't
with the
gonna say it.
1619 project, if you don't know or whatever, I ain't even been on social media and I know this shit. But the 1619 project is where the schools teach that America started from when the first slaves came over here, and that was the start of America. And Trump was saying he's going to defund
The project.
schools
Yeah,
that
teaching
teach that.
it.
Teach the
I don't know.
truth.
See, this is what I'm
That
saying.
teach the truth.
Stop paying attention to what this motherfucker
'Cause
say.
he can't.
If he
He
can't do it.
There's a lot of things that he think he can do through the executive order that he can't.
That's my point. Like, that's why I want Joe Biden. Because Joe Biden just not going to say silly shit like that every day. So I have to deal with this because I've come to grips through the Trump's presidency that 99% of y'all niggas are completely retarded.
They are.
Okay? I've come to that.
You know the funny part though? The funny part is gotten to the point where even news stations, because it's like almost every other day he's having press conferences, not about the briefing of the state of the coronavirus no more, just to be a blowhard.
It's free rally.
It's news stations at this point are not even showing. You remember at one point in time that anytime there was a breaking news, the president was going to speak, like everybody broke.
Yeah.
They not even doing that shit no more.
Because listen, okay,
like,
so let
it's
me
like fuck
let
that
me
shit.
address two things before I forget one. First thing I want to address is I agree with both of y'all on Tank is right. We got to hold constituents accountable. We're the constituents.
Absolutely.
We have to
But
hold
you've been saying that for a
the
long
elected
time.
officials accountable.
You've been saying that for
we have
ever
to,
since your first episode,
Period.
2 years
We
ago.
just got to do it. But also at the same time or whatever, like the stability that I'm looking for is outside of law and legislation. That's a whole different discussion, and I want to have that discussion too, and I want to hold people accountable too. But outside of that, I just want Joe Biden not gonna come and say no dumb shit. Like you said, cuz you are 100% right. The nigga can't even defund the 1619 teachings. He can't tell schools what curriculums to teach. That's a state by state thing.
Correct.
He doesn't
That's
even
actually-
have that power.
That's damn near district by
He don't
district,
have that
though.
power. But at the same time or whatever, like the fact that he said it and everybody's retarded and believe everything they hear, not everybody's up in arms. The Republicans are out here defending the shit like, well, it's teaching the wrong thing. And you niggas are out here like, oh, you heard he gonna do it? He hate niggas.
But I don't want niggas to think that the absurdity of it is specific to Trump, but the context of presidents saying things that they can't do but saying them is not new.
It's not.
Or whatever. And I don't know if it's because we paying attention, they got us paying so much attention to Trump.
It's because
or
they
what.
give him
I don't
free
think- I don't
presidents.
think-
Presidents
I don't
always
think
say
it's
a
we
lot
paying.
of shit that they just
I don't
can't
think we're
do.
paying attention as much as he's putting it in our fucking face. Because how many presidents we knew back was tweeting or social media or putting
But here's
shit
something-
out. Well, I
here's
would say,
something-
okay, let me take social media, the whole tweeting thing out, because that's kind of the turn, whatever this case may be. But we didn't have presidents constantly putting shit in media every day to put in our face every day like he does.
I don't have a problem
Here's
with
the
that.
thing, though.
So
I was about
he's
to say,
making us pay him
is he-
attention.
I don't have a
but
problem with
Brittany, Is he or is the media doing it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
the
I
media ain't tweeting every
But
day,
look, though,
all day long
but
like
look,
he is.
Obama and the White House had a press briefing every day
Right, then they should.
for his whole presidency. Sometimes you would hear about it, sometimes you would not. Now you can hear it if you seeked it out, like if you go to C-SPAN
Right,
or whatever.
absolutely.
But you didn't hear it. Now Trump, came in the White House talking about ratings and all this other stuff. Now at the same time, he don't have no control. Oh, well, maybe Fox News he do, but outside of Fox News, he don't have.
They barely fuck with him.
He don't have no. We're gonna get to that. He don't have no control over
Right.
what the media do.
Correct.
Tank's right. All CNN talk about is Trump.
Right.
All day,
I
24/7,
feel you.
24/9.
But-
Fox News, all they talk about is Trump.
But
24 days.
on the flip side, though, Trump gives them a reason to talk. This nigga literally tweets 13
Bro,
billion times
But,
a day.
see, I don't have a
dumb
but,
shit.
But I don't have a problem with the president tweeting. That's
Yeah,
not,
Biden gonna
that's,
tweet too.
That's not my thing with the tweeting. My thing is the
It's
media
the
has
content
tackle
in
on-
which he does tweet, though.
I know, but either president fucking
Okay, but that's
I
what I'm
enjoy the
saying.
tweets. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just saying,
Tweet, goddammit.
if he don't do it through the media, he gonna do it through social media on his own and still say the dumb shit.
I'm just saying,
the presidents wasn't out there saying the dumb shit.
I'm just saying I don't even care about the dumb. I like when he fuck with people. All right, that's the one thing that I like about Trump is when he fuck with people.
I just need leadership.
Right.
Like
leadership is very important.
Like there's alphas and then like there's chiefs and then there's followers. There's kings and then there's peasants.
I know what I like about Trump. I know what I like
you
about
really,
Trump.
I saw what you did there because you really
The
tried.
thing that I like,
not to say the same.
not about
right.
Trump.
I ain't gonna say
That's not
it.
what.
I know.
No, not like Trump because fuck Trump. But the thing that I like about Trump's presidency is it is a true reflection of America as it is and as it was during Barack Obama, before. And then we get these facades of the hope and the faith, and we get these perceptions of what America is when really all the dirt is being done, but we don't pay attention to the dirt because we got this facade up there. Trump, that shit is in your face.
The first thing we need to do.
hate it.
Okay, so
niggas hate that shit is in your face.
to that point,
Trump like suck my dick.
So to that point,
What?
then if Trump is the representation of the real American, what people really think and what people really feel and how they talk, then why did
No, I
Trump?
ain't say that. Now you putting the words in my
but
mouth.
why did Trump take? If that's the case, and he raw and in your face supposedly, then why did Trump be raw and in our face about the fucking coronavirus?
Okay.
Wait.
When it come down
What I'm saying is,
well, no, I'm talking about from the recordings. Because he said that he wanted to. He pretty much wanted to. He wanted to. He downplayed the coronavirus because he didn't want to get the American people, for lack of a better term, up in arms about the situation. But that's what he said on the recordings.
All I'm saying.
So if he's in our face like that, like you said,
Trump,
then why didn't he do that?
This is what I'm saying. Trump is the personification of these rednecks that we see around here.
I agree with you when you're right.
How you a reflection? Well, because he's more. He could be the rednecks and reflect the elitists. He could be a redneck and
because
reflect
he's an
the
actor. He just
position
plays his
of the
role.
elitists.
But can I say this though? The true problem is this: we don't live in a monarchy. Okay, we live in a republic.
Right.
So when you vote, the person you vote for is supposed to be a reflection of your community. The problem is people don't vote for a reflection of the community. The party system has changed it where people vote for what these ideological monoliths of these parties are. Here's my thing about Trump. Is he a reflection of the American people, and all that? Yes. Should the president be a reflection of that? No. I don't think. I think it's wrong to say, oh, you get somebody like Obama or Bill Clinton or George Bush or whoever and say, oh, well, they give us a false pretense or a false sense of hope or whatever, because that's not their role. Like, America is what it is. You can look at TV or like with the NFL thing where they came out and it was like, let's have a moment of silence for those who have lost their lives for social injustice, and the motherfucker start booing. Okay, so you can look at things like that and say, oh, America fucked up. The president's supposed to be a leader. That's his role. And my thing about Trump that I don't like, we can say things that we like about anybody or don't like about anybody, but my thing that I don't like the most about him is he's not a fucking leader. Is he an alpha? Yeah, but being an alpha don't necessarily mean you was a leader. Scar was an alpha, but he wasn't a leader.
I don't like leaders that have the perception of leadership, but at the same time, bullshit.
That's also not a leader.
It's status quo.
That's also not a leader.
Oh, well.
But a leader.
So we can't
leader,
have this fake shit. That's what
but
I
a
think
leader
Biden is.
But here's
Biden
my thing.
is the personification
George
of
Bush,
fake leadership.
See, and I'm gonna use
Dick Cheney was running that shit.
I don't know if Biden is personification of
He is
fake
the-
leadership.
What?
Here's why.
All right, well, we got to end this show right now.
Here we go.
Right quick.
Here go what I
If you
say.
think Biden is doing anything to lead, then you
He ain't never been. Listen,
If you think that Joe Biden is a leader at anything?
yes, I gotta
All
say
right.
yes.
All right, well.
I gotta say yes. Here's why I say yes. Here's why I say
What
yes.
happened to Cub? Is this bro listen or is this Don Lemon I'm talking to?
Oh,
Here's why.
whoa. You gonna take that?
First
We
of
gonna-
all-
You gonna take that?
For a minute.
First
Are
of
you gonna
all,
take that? I would take
I'm not
that.
gonna
version.
allow any.
You finna piss me off.
You gonna take
Bitch,
it.
you
Take it.
think
You gonna
that
take it?
Joe Biden is gonna lead any nigga to the promised land. You
I'm
out your
not-
goddamn mouth.
I don't think. I think
I ain't
he's.
saying they're gonna be Tupac.
I think he's a start, but I don't think he's going to. But I think he's the start of it.
I don't think he ever been shit
I think
in his life.
I think his administration will
What?
probably be the start
Joe
of.
Biden has never been shit in his life.
He won
But
like 13 straight elections.
what does that
I
mean?
think Joe Biden
What
is going to
what
be.
does that
I
mean?
think Joe Biden's administration is going to be the start of.
What are we
of
talking
trying to
about?
lead
Wait,
niggas, though.
Joe Biden
Just
has
because of
never
the
been
whole
shit
setup
for
of it.
niggas
Stop drinking the Jim Beam.
No. Listen. Joe Biden has never been shit for niggas or America in his fucking life,
He's a first of all.
Biden ain't done shit for niggas.
and that's a fact.
First of all,
Barack Obama ain't done shit for
I
niggas.
just want.
I like when niggas. I like when niggas say that's a
I
fact.
just
When niggas just throw, niggas like that's a fact.
You gotta break up the banks, Barney.
I just need to say some shit.
You think Joe Biden is a leader? I'm appalled. I'm literally
I
appalled.
thought your name was Cedric.
I'm appalled.
Oh, you're
That's
hard.
what you said. You're
I am appalled.
That's what you did.
Go ahead on, club.
All
Talk
I'm
run
saying-
this bullshit by me.
All I'm saying is this, and I was gonna use George Bush for my example to keep from using the O word or anybody else.
I don't care about Obama. We know he's
Here's
not a
my
leader
thing.
and shit.
In times of, I feel like you're too emotionally attached to the situation.
He's trolling you, I think.
Let me tell you why.
Of course I am.
No, he not trolling.
Before you say, let me just say, I'm emotionally attached to the party that's supposed to be my party because they haven't been my party and they did nothing but detrimental shit to niggas forever. So fuck them. I just want them to be better. I'm a harsh critic of my party. Fuck the other side. I ain't fucking with them
the
niggas.
Democrats-
I don't fuck with Trump. I need my side to be right.
The Democrats are not the party of black people. Black people don't have a party.
No,
Just
I
like
know.
we don't have an identity in America.
Fact.
The
Oh, I
Democrats
just said
we
that the
caucus
other
with the
day.
Democrats. It's just like,
I just said
let
that
me
the
tell
other
you
day.
something about niggas real quick. And then I'm going
Who
to go back.
cop?
We caucus.
Oh,
Put the Jim Bean down, goddamn
What
it.
we talking about here?
God damn it.
it's my birthday weekend.
This
goddamn
just
it.
like-
You gonna turn this shit up a notch.
This just like with I'm gonna tell you something about black people real quick in America. And this is why I don't like when crackers try to play me and tell me tell Pooh to leave us alone. Pooh, leave us the hell alone. We doing the goddamn pod. We see the
Fuck
Lakers
the
winning.
goddamn
God damn it, the
shit.
game on.
Cool. Lakers up 20. Listen, we know, nigga, but he calling me now. You see it? He calling me now. Pooh, goddamn it. Anywho, check me out. So here go the thing. Pooh just threw me all off. I know what I'm saying.
You
but
was
Pooh
gonna
threw
use
me all
Bush.
off.
Bush.
Okay, Bush is an example. First, I want to say this about black people. Black people, I hate when white people say, "Oh, black people vote for Republicans because y'all don't know no better, and Republicans freed the slaves, and the parties never switched, and blah blah blah
Yes,
blah blah."
they did.
Yes, they did, and black people forced to switch.
100% they switch.
Yeah, 100%. And black people forced to switch. And this is my thing for niggas like Killer Mike or Candace Owens or anybody else that want to say black people, the party of black people is Democrats. No, it's not. Because I'm telling you right now, if Republicans, and I've been saying this since this show started, if Republicans come out today and say, this is our platform, and they run out, get rid of private prisons, all the black issues
All the shit that's important
that
to
we
black
need,
people. Right.
guess what I'm voting? Come November, I'm voting them. So
You know what media gonna do though?
they can spin it however they
Yeah,
want, but
yeah,
niggas. But
yeah.
this is what I'm about to say about niggas and why niggas prosper or whatever.
Yeah, go ahead.
We don't have an identity in this country. We had to
No.
forge our own identity.
Yes.
And when it comes to
That's
this
why we
voting
niggas.
shit, yeah, exactly. And when it comes to this voting shit, we're not a part of the Democratic Party. We caucus with the Democrats.
Right.
And then just like before 1960s, we caucus with the Republicans or whatever. We caucus with whoever the fuck gonna help us out.
Yep.
So we don't have a party. So I get it, cuz you want them to do better because that's who we caucusing with. But
I'm not
shit,
saying I vote for Democrats. I'm just saying be hard on
what
them.
I'm saying
Harder.
is right. What I'm saying is instead of vote, the way I look at it is, and I think this is a good conversation. I'm glad you brought that up because we always talk about voting on the show, and this is and I think people don't really know where we coming from, and it's two separate sides. You're hard on them because you want them to do right. I don't give a fuck if they do right or wrong.
don't give a fuck.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying work harder for me because I'm a part of your party. No. I'm saying my vote is for sale. That's what I'm saying. Buy my vote. And what I
We be
mean,
saying the same fucking thing. You get on my nerves with this shit because that's why I said my vote is for sale. And if you ain't gonna do it, that's why I said it's power.
Exactly.
It's power in organized boycott of voting. Even though you say,
is.
"Oh, you can vote for this one and this one," the presidency is for 4 years, 8 years at the most. It's not a permanent.
so
thing.
here go my thing. Okay,
power
so
in not
I
voting.
just came up with an analogy. I just came up with it. You just said not voting. I just came up with an
It
analogy.
better be that slave nigga.
No, it
shit.
ain't. So check this
I'm
out.
so sick of
say
slaves.
you got $100,000 in hand, right? And say that you need to buy a house because you have no house. You're homeless, but you got $100,000 in hand. You want a black house, right? That's the color house you want, a black house. However, the place where you live and the place where you have to live, okay, just for
Okay.
the sake of this analogy,
Homeowner association.
there's two houses available. There's a pink house and a red house, okay? That's the two houses. The red house has most of the stuff on the inside that you want, but the house red and you hate the color red. The pink house has damn near nothing on the inside that you want and you hate the color pink. And the house not black. You can say, "Oh, I'm not gonna buy either house," but you're gonna be homeless.
Right.
Well, that's a really minuscule thing that the paint. That's not a major thing that you need. Make it like this. One house has water, or whatever.
Right.
You want a house with
but
water and heat. This house don't have water and heat. This house don't have water and heat, but it got the color you want, black. So you just go to this house because it got the color you want.
see,
but
I'll
neither
go-
one of them has the major essentials that I
But
need.
no, here's what
I'll go.
I just
Which
killed this shit,
which house has water and heat again?
Neither one.
Neither
but that's
one.
what I need. But I do want my favorite color to be black. But this house is black. This one not. So I'm gonna go with the one that's black, even though they don't have.
Am
my
I spending?
essentials.
those
Am I
are only
spending
two
full
options.
Am
Yeah.
I spending
So
the
I'm gonna go
full?
with
Am
that.
I spending the
But-
full 100,000, or can I take?
No,
and
100,000.
Is it $80,000?
But
I
it
can
don't
take 20
no,
and put
the
it on
money
there.
don't matter.
I'm just
Here's
saying.
what I'm saying.
'Cause
Did
you
I
have the
bust your
options.
analogy?
No,
or
you
not?
did not.
You
Here's
have the
why.
options.
Because remember, for this analogy, there's only 2 houses available, so you don't have no choice.
You got to
can
make a
either-
more serious thing.
There's
than
3
color though.
But this is my
'Cause
thing.
color doesn't
No,
matter.
I want to
Please
go
don't
with
knock
what
it
you
over.
said. I
Yeah.
want to go
Please
with
put the
what
top
you
back on
said.
that.
We'll go with what you said because you said let's say the water.
Yeah, essential. You need water.
Let's say the water and heat don't work in this one.
You
And
got
the water
neither
and
one
heat
of 'em.
don't work in this one. One house is red, one house is black. You want the color of the house to be black, but also you have to remember this one do have a refrigerator, and this one got blankets in it. Okay, and this one don't have refrigerator and blankets because remember
I want to say as
So-
halfway scientist because I read a lot of shit. Your analogy sucks.
here's why though.
Where's Christopher Hitchin?
Here's what I'm saying though.
So-
Hold on, Brett. Here's what I'm saying about that analogy in general. If you do, all I want to focus on is if you make no choice, you have no shelter.
Hey, Shan.
You have no house.
Sometimes that's
So-
what's need to be done.
Okay,
though.
but listen.
it's what need to
But
be
listen,
done.
But listen. Also, second part of that analogy I want niggas to realize is stop being one issue voters. Period, point blank. You can be.
Well,
if your issue
I only have one issue. All the other shit don't matter to me because you
Yeah,
know.
that's true.
Oh, that's the thing
That's
that we
true,
can
though.
get into because I ain't even gonna get it
because if
how much time we got?
But
What
if
We
you
got
want-
plenty
if-
of time.
If you want one, if you want to
about
be
2
a,
hours about
if
this.
you want to be a one issue
Oh,
voter, that's
Lord.
fine. But like, issue is private prisons, the justice
the
system.
justice system.
Right.
I don't
So-
think nothing else hinders black people
Besides the justice system.
justice system. Because if that is equal, then fuck all the other shit that
I
they
just
throw-
wanna point out
all the
that-
other shit that they throw at us. We could deal with. We can manage that shit, but we cannot
Donald
manage
Trump-
justice system.
Donald
shit.
Trump appointed 121 judges since he's been president, federal judges.
And what have they done?
I just read an article the other day, and I'll share it with y'all so y'all know it's not Jack's facts,
Yeah.
or whatever. I think I put it in the
I already had seen
okay,
it, but yeah.
okay. Out of those 121 judges, 72 of those judges believe in the private prison systems. 88 of those judges feel like the private prison system doesn't need to be changed, and all of those judges feel like systemic racism
It's not
is
right.
either mild, because they
don't.
asked them the temperature, is either mild or not an issue
It's
at
not.
all.
I would
That's a
tell, and I
problem.
would tell you
It
over
is.
the all
The
the-
attorney
It's
general
big.
said, wait, I'm gonna let you go, Cub, but I just want
I
to say
saw
he was
that.
on the interview. The attorney general,
I
the
saw that.
top
That was the other
fucking
day.
prosecutor in the country appointed by Donald Trump, said racism is not real
Yes, he did.
inside the justice system.
Yes, he did.
That's insane.
Well, we're hoping for
I
that
watched
hope
that one.
because all the justices appointed to this point believe in the private prisons. All of them. All the judges that have been appointed since it's been
Not all
private
of
prisons.
them.
So
How
in
many
order,
have it?
So in order to,
Can
so in
I say
order,
majority? Can I
but
say
so,
majority?
but in order to get that, to see, try to
Majority.
see some type of
Sotomayor-
So now you're trying to
Sotomayor-
also say that during Obama's administration as well. If that's what you're.
Yeah, that's what he's
alluding
saying.
I ain't talking about
He said
Obama.
But
I'm just
so-
saying all of them.
Yeah.
So
but
since- but
Sotomayor,
since-
who was appointed to the Supreme Court, she's always been against
But
private
since we
prisons
already,
since
but
day
since
one.
we already know that's an
No,
issue,
she
and I know,
hasn't.
and we
Sotomayor-
know,
I knew you were gonna say that. No,
But see,
Sotomayor?
yeah, you want to
Go
go
look
to
up
it?
her record.
I
Go look up
have.
her record.
I
Go look
have.
up her record.
All
I
right,
have.
so
And private
since
prisons
we-
have been
so
in her
since we
district
know that's an
forever. and she did
issue,
nothing
she can't-
about it.
Wait,
so
wait,
wait a
wait.
minute.
And you
Let me give a
can't.
point out. Let me give a point out.
Wait,
Let me
wait,
give a point.
hold on, 'cause he
No,
just said
hell
the
no.
judicial person can do
Pause.
something about private prisons. How?
Wait a minute. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
she has
Pause.
never been outspoken
God damn
about
it.
private prisons because
How-
I looked at her record.
how-
She's never been outspoken about private prisons.
How she? First of all, she voted against the private
I just
prison
wanna make my
reformation
point.
that came up in the
I just
Supreme
wanna
Court.
make my point.
She was her
I
and
just want to make my
Ginsburg was
point.
one, two of the
I
only
do want
people.
to make my point.
Go ahead on.
Thank you.
How can a judicial
Thank
person,
you.
Brittany? How can a judicial person
I'm finna make
stop
my
the private
point.
prisons?
I'm finna make my point.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So
How
where I
can
was getting,
a
where I was
judicial
getting,
person
where I was getting at though,
make a
is that
pri-
to what you're saying, We do know that Biden didn't come. We do know that Biden didn't come out with his platform, what he's running, especially when it has to do with the black person, the black people agenda, the nigga agenda, right? And one of the things on the nigga agenda was that he was going to try to do something about the private prison system. So knowing
He wants to end them.
right, he wants to end them. So knowing that is something that he is trying to run on because he know that it's important to us as black people. I'm going to have a little bit of faith in him that once he get in, he's not going to appoint those
And then
same
when he don't
judges.
do it, we won't vote for him no more.
Right, and then he's not. Well, number one, he probably not gonna run again because of his age. But that's another story. He might. But
He said he's gonna run again.
I'm gonna have hope that he's going to attempt to try to do something about that. The first thing to do about that is to appoint the judges that we know are not supporting the private prison system.
Niggas are so gullible and whatever.
It's not gullible.
No,
why,
no, them-
but
I-
why
I-
not
I-
give him
I'm
a
just- I'm just
chance?
not
Because we
talk-
already know that Trump is not going to do
No,
it.
I'm not going to give him.
Good point, Brittany.
I'm not going to give him the chance because he has been in Congress for 50 fucking years
But did he?
and
And
done
as,
nothing
as
about
him
it.
being
So,
in Congress, was he able to
One
appoint judges
congressperson
then?
cannot
Let me say
change
this.
the
Was
fucking
he able to
thing.
appoint judges then? Though?
let me
Answer my question. Yes or no?
Let me.
No, he's not.
Now, can I
but if
respond?
he was, but
Okay.
if he was the chief, but if he was the commander in chief, he could appoint judges at that point, right?
Yes.
So now why not give him a chance? Because we know the fuck Trump is not going to
I'm
do
going
it.
to answer your question.
Go ahead.
Now, can I answer your question? The reason that I know he's not going to do it because it don't matter who he can appoint or whatever and all this or whatever. He has put in place shit to stop all of that shit, and he has been behind the private system. He has said shit during campaign times or whatever that he never done. He's a politician.
He's a politician.
Okay,
but we
so
we have a politician and an actor. What are we gonna do about it?
Let me just say why I say that niggas is gullible because Biden is a politician or whatever. All of them say shit that they never do, and through Biden's whole career, he's said shit and not backed the fuck up on it.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
You know why I hate election time? Because at election time,
Back the shit up. That's all I'm saying.
'Cause at election time,
Give him the.
We have 50 years. I'm gonna let you go. We have 50 years to give this nigga the chance.
Nigga.
No, I'm not giving you the
Nigga.
chance now. You had 30 years in Congress to have a chance. Now you want me to give you a chance because you run the president and you say I'm gonna give you niggas.
I would rather
everything.
give. He's
Suck
not. Well, we know
Biden
he's not going to
and
give us
die.
everything.
Go ahead
We
on,
know he's
cuz.
not going to give us everything. That's the thing. But we know he's going to probably give us something better than what we got right now.
don't know nothing.
Exactly. So
But
what's
he
the
gonna give us
harm?
his ass to
What's
kiss.
the harm? Because we can only get what we can't get no worse than what we already got now. So anything we
Yeah, we
put in
can.
outside of Trump is
Yeah,
going to
we
be
can.
at least a scotch bit
I
better.
bet when niggas-
Outside of that, you might as well do anarchy.
I bet
Then
when
we
Bill-
might as well say fuck the goddamn shit
I-
and turn this and be just run off anarchy.
I bet,
If that's the
when,
case.
I bet when Bill Clinton got elected, nigga said we can't do no worse than Bush. And you know what happened? A 93 crime bill that locked up most niggas for the most minuscule shit. And I know niggas to get tired of hearing about the 93
Newt
crime bill.
Gingrich
I don't-
But
wrote
you
that
know
bill.
why that's so serious? You know why that shit
I
is
don't
so
have-
serious?
I don't-
Because there's still
I
niggas fucked up
understand.
behind it.
And
You know why
you're
it's so,
right.
You know why it's so
And
serious?
you're absolutely
Because
right. My
Kamala-
child's father is one of them. So
You
you're
know,
absolutely
and
right.
you know why it's so serious? Because
But-
Kamala Harris, the way that she ran her district or whatever, niggas is still getting out and niggas is still fucked up because of how she ran her district. Now, the same people that fuck shit up, we want to say, oh, let's give them a chance now. Because why?
Why not give them a
Why?
chance to fix the shit that they fucked up though?
Why should I?
Nigga,
Fuck
I'd rather
y'all.
give somebody a chance to fix the shit that they
Look,
fucked up versus keeping the same
only-
fucked up
only
individual in
thing-
office who's gonna run it. Do you know
Only
this
thing I want
nigga?
from
Do
Kamala
you understand? And
is
this
see that
nigga,
pussy.
this.
Just one time.
Do you know that this
Do one
nigga,
time, Kamala. Put
this,
that pussy
this
out there.
nigga put in what it's not an executive order, but whatever he did with Congress here recently or whatever,
I don't care.
he wants to take away now the stimulus money and want to instead turn that money into funding the coal industry, shit that we're trying to get rid of. Why the fuck would I want to keep him in office? Why? If Biden has 10 things on his list and he gives me one of those things, it's better than what Trump has done. I will give him a chance to at least give me something
He gonna give you
that's
a-
going to impact positively the black community.
He gonna give you a bullshit healthcare like Obama.
What?
Go ahead on, cuz.
Wow. I will say that the health care that Obama put in place is actually not bullshit. And it's not. Because my father actually, he benefits highly from that.
I know it. I know that's what
Don't
it said.
touch the shit again.
Oh, did I? I fucked it up. Cuz, what's happening, bro? Going on.
You know why I
I had to
hate
get into it with Brittany real quick.
You know
We
why?
was agreeing too much last week. Was agreeing too much.
You know why I hate election time? It's because niggas so full of shit. Let me tell you why niggas full of shit. I'm not gonna yell or nothing because I know I'm right on this point. niggas so full of
Cuz
shit.
is the most narcissistic.
Damn
nigga
right. Suck
ever.
my dick.
And this is the problem
From
with
the back or from the
You
front?
said no.
Can I
from the
do?
front.
Can I do a
I
label
wanna
thing?
look
Can I
at
do
you
a
in the
label
eye.
thing? This is the problem with liberal people, liberal thinking. Because
This
they
ain't got
think-
nothing to do with being liberal.
Yeah,
this is
dude,
about
because
logical
liberals
thinking.
are
What I'm
more
about to say.
liberals are more narcissistic than they think.
Fuck all that shit. Okay, you made me raise my voice. God damn it. And I said I wasn't gonna do it.
That's what I said.
Suck my
Yeah,
dick
y'all
and
think
look-
y'all know what's best
Suck my dick and look
for
at me in the eyes.
society.
Suck my dick and look at me in the eyes. Listen.
First of all,
Here's what the problem is. This ain't got
well-
shit to do with society or none of that bullshit y'all talking about. And I'm gonna address the whole liberal thing too. The problem is when election time comes, especially now recently with social media and everything. Everybody now been watching C-SPAN for 40 years. Everybody knows some shit. Let me say something real
C-SPAN,
quick.
MSNBC.
Let me make a point real quick. So when you say Joe Biden or any motherfucker that's been in Congress or whatever, because to earn the right to run for president, I mean anybody can run for president, but usually a person, unless your name is Donald Trump, doesn't get elected if you have no political experience. So to say that a motherfucker, cause don't let Trump fool you that because everybody outside of Donald Trump that has been president had political experience
Facts.
or held some kind of
they get
office.
elected because of their record.
But wait, I'm just saying,
You
everybody.
gonna
No, wait, let me make my point
I'm
because
trying
I
not
just
to raise
chilled
my
while y'all
blood
did
pressure.
y'all
I'm
thing.
trying not to raise my blood pressure.
Every
Can't go
single
raise my blood pressure
president
today.
in history has a political record. Period. Whether it's good or bad or however you feel about it, everyone had one. Okay.
Reagan had one, right?
Period. Everybody.
Yeah, okay.
Reagan was the governor of California.
Yeah, right. That's
Trump
right,
is
he
the
was.
first person to break the mold of a person that's not a politician
That
can
had
be
a
president.
whole lot of money and was able to get by his
when a nigga
presidency.
say, first of all, this is a talking point, and it's not. This ain't a Russian robot talking point. This is a Republican talking point, and Democrats use it too sometimes for
Now
their
you know.
crazy outsiders. But the talking point is this. Oh, the nigga been here for 150 years. Why he ain't do shit then? Why should we give him a chance now? Here's why the fuck. Because your ass been here 150 years too, Mitch McConnell. Your ass been here 150 years too, Lindsey Graham. Everybody except Donald Trump being in the swamp.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear shit about the swamp. That's just my person. I'm just being personal right now about when you looking at what you're voting for. I don't give a fuck about how long a nigga been in whatever the fuck he been in. I care about his voting record. Ain't nobody
That's my
gonna.
whole point.
I get it.
Thank
Ain't
you.
nobody gonna have a perfect voting record. But to say that, here's what: if you want to address a
What
nigga
kind of
vote,
voting record should you have?
it depends on the person viewing it. What you find acceptable.
So in order to get
Because
your
you're
vote,
talking about a
in order to
person
get your
voting.
vote, it should be a respectable voting record, right? If the voting record is bad, then you shouldn't vote for him. Why
Right.
should you?
But again, you
Go
have
ahead.
to remember the voting record is a matter of relative to the observer. If I'm from fucking
What the fuck?
Arkansas,
Okay,
listen what I'm
go
saying.
ahead.
If I'm from
trying
Arkansas,
to follow you.
if I'm from Arkansas and my values are different than a nigga from New York,
Right.
the votes are gonna matter to me differently.
Correct. Okay.
So if a nigga voted against abortion and I'm from Arkansas, I'm gonna be like, fuck him.
Right.
Period. End of story.
What about
If a
busing?
nigga- If a nigga, that's what I'm saying.
That's a matter of perspective?
It is. All that shit is a matter of perspective. Now to us,
What
that
else?
shit matters.
What we talking about?
But listen what I'm saying though, because everybody not like you, my nigga. Everybody not woke.
I'm just talking about for niggas.
No, I'm saying for niggas. Everybody not like you. Some niggas is willing to let shit go to move shit. Brittany just said, I know they fucked up, but I'm willing to give them a chance to
On
fix
hope.
shit.
On hope. Say it's on hope.
Nigga, what else we
Is
got?
Is it on hope?
It's on hope.
Okay.
But I'm
What else-
just-
what
it's on
else we
faith.
got,
But I'm
though?
talking
So
about,
now you're religious.
no,
Go ahead
that's
on.
not what I'm
Oh
talking about.
Lord!
Because it's on hope.
Nah.
First of all,
I'm just-
any
keep going,
elected
though.
any elected official that's not an incumbent,
Say what I think.
any
you about to say.
elected official that's not an incumbent, every time you vote for them, when they say they're going to do something, it's on hope the
That's a
faith.
goddamn lie.
Because they ain't did
That's a goddamn
shit.
lie.
How,
Because
Sway?
no. If they're a new timer,
I just said that's not an incumbent.
Okay, but
an incumbent.
Biden
is somebody
has been
who's
there, though. I'm talking
No. You can't say that. That's my point.
No, I'm talking
Wait.
about you vote for them to get there based on their voting record.
No.
If their voting record ain't substantial, you don't vote
What
for them
I'm
to
sa-
go to a higher level.
But
that
what,
they never
no,
been.
what I'm saying
That's
is this.
hope.
Anytime, let's say a nigga fuck Biden because I'm talking about the processes. Because what you're saying about Biden may be true. I don't give a fuck. Take the names out of this. I'm talking about the processes in which niggas do. Because you're specifically talking about Biden. But the problem is, I know you're a smart nigga. I know you know what you're talking about. And you're probably still going to vote for Biden any goddamn way. But see, that being said, the rest of these niggas that's listening
Oh,
and
he
watching,
pointed you.
they don't think like that. And so this is their point. They're talking on the same points because I argue with niggas
A
all
vote
day.
on hope is what you're telling them.
I argue with niggas all day based on what you're
I
saying.
mean, if you think about it, your vote
I'm
is
trying to
your
get
vote
you.
is
I'm
technically
just
on
trying to
hope.
help
So
you get
here's-
to your point quickly.
no,
You're telling them to vote on the hope that once they get to that position, fuck what they did before. That doesn't matter. What are they telling you now? Vote on that the hope that they're going to give you what you want.
everybody who you elect to a new office, if they say when I become the mayor, if
I'm going to do this.
If I listen, I am not city council right now. I'm going to run for city council. when I become city council, I'm not going to vote for anything that goes against schools losing money or goes against teachers not getting more money. Now, I ain't never had no voting record or whatever. I just got records of whatever I said on the show and whatever I done in public, right? A nigga voting on me is voting on hope. Right, that I do the right thing
because you don't have a voting record.
So then when I get in, so here's my thing. Here's my point. When I get in, let's say I do vote. Let's say on the teachers raising money, I vote against that. But on the schools losing money, I vote for it.
Right.
So now I'm 50-50 on what I said. I lied about one, got the other one right. Now I'm running for mayor. And I say, when I become mayor, I'm not going to go anything against the city, and I'm going to keep the Jaguars here. You got to vote on hope. I don't have no record of doing that because I've never had that role. I've never had that position to do that. And my last thing about this whole drain the swamp, niggas been in fucking Congress for 156 years, blah, 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 whatever. Bernie Sanders been in Congress just as long as Joe Biden. But everybody ready to line up to vote for Bernie Sanders.
You know why?
Know
why, though?
But wait.
You know why.
Bernie voting record.
Say why.
Bernie voting
Put a dick
record.
in your mouth. Say why.
Bernie voting record is way better than fucking Joe Biden.
That's the whole fucking
But
point.
wait,
What are we talking about?
But we don't have Bernie, though.
Wait. This is my point. This is why I said it's relative to the observer. Because really, Bernie and Joe, and I just looked this up the other day because I was talking to a nigga about Bernie and Joe. If you look at Bernie and Joe, their voting record only differs on like 2 issues.
No, it don't.
The 93 crime bill.
No, it don't.
I'm talking about major issues, nigga. I'm not looking at little baby ass votes. I'm talking about major issues. The 93 crime bill and the Iraq war.
That's major.
Those are 2 issues.
That's the major shit.
But some niggas
That matters. Stop acting like that don't matter. You saying that as if that
it
don't
only
matter.
matters to you, woke ass nigga.
No.
Do you
see
think?
what I'm saying? See, this is what
Here
I'm
go
saying.
my point.
This is what
I
I'm
said
saying.
relative.
Let me ask you this.
By
Let
the
me ask you this
93
question.
crime bill. This is what I'm saying.
How many politicians that we have in office are trying to come in office that voted on the 93 crime bill?
Not a lot.
How many?
Some old motherfuckers, a couple of them.
How many are still left that voted on it?
I don't know. I wouldn't vote for none of them. Niggas always say that. What are you gonna do? Everybody voted for it. No, everybody did.
No, I'm not
and
saying
you don't
they
have
did.
to vote for them motherfuckers.
I'm not saying they did. But I'm just saying, how many of them are still left?
Huh?
How many are still left?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
I know, but this is what I do know. I don't care who voted for it. What I do know is Biden wrote the shit.
He assisted with writing it, or he wrote it by himself?
No, he wrote it.
He by himself.
He was a co-writer.
He was okay. So he was assisted in writing.
No. When you say assistant, I mean like you giving no.
No, that's not what I meant.
Writing,
So Joe Biden
whatever
said-
you want to say.
How many people got credit for writing that bill? How many people?
Not a lot.
A shit ton, actually.
Not a lot.
It ain't just like Joe Biden and
I know,
3
but
other
it's only
people.
a couple of senators.
Can I say this
Okay.
though?
Oh, but only a couple of senators.
Can I say this
So,
Whatever.
Can I say
so
this?
something that happened damn near 30 years ago.
You know why? Oh, say it. Say this, Brittany, please.
No, I'm just asking
Go ahead,
questions.
say this. Say it.
Something that happened
You know what she's gonna say.
something that happened 30 years ago, and 30 years later, we don't think that maybe this person can change, maybe this person can do something different.
Can I
No,
say
because
something
they're a
about that?
politician. And
so
that
they're
should
politicians.
affect
That
But-
the
but,
lives
okay, so
of millions and millions
Absolutely.
of niggas.
So then we can also go. We can also say something about the fact that somebody who was put in prison, incarcerated 30 years ago, and they came out, they reformed themselves and everything else, trying to get a job. And, oh, wait a minute. You can't get a job because you got X, Y, and Z. I don't think you changed from 30 years ago.
What does that have to do?
That has a lot to do with it because that's honestly what you're saying.
Can I say something about this?
No, that's what you're saying. Like people can't be different and can't try to do different things
You
and
are saying
change.
people can't change.
No.
That's what you're saying.
You are saying
And
that.
if that's the case, then we should vote for no fucking body.
No, you can change, but if you are the architecture of that, no, you don't get a second chance.
He's not the primary
You don't get a second
architecture,
chance.
though.
You don't
He
get a
wasn't
second
the primary
chance. All right,
architect.
let's do it like this. If I kill your sister, do I get a second chance at being with you? If I killed your sister?
No, not
Okay, not you. It's over with, right?
Can I say
if you
something?
if you fucked over us, you don't get a second chance. Go live your life.
I say something?
Be happy. But you fuck niggas up.
But do you
not
think
gonna
he
be my
also?
president?
But do you think he also helped write that bill based off of the information and things that was happening at that point in time, and he thought that was the best thing to do?
Well, good point. Can I pick it back off that before
Go
y'all
ahead.
don't let me say something again?
Go ahead.
The crime bill thing. The crime bill thing is this though. I want to go back to what I was saying is it's relative to the observer. Cause niggas do not think like you. Hood niggas might be like, oh yeah, well fuck Hillary or fuck Joe Biden now because the internet told me.
Right.
But they don't know why they feel like fuck Joe Biden. If you said, why don't you like Joe Biden? Most of them niggas ain't gonna say the 93 crime bill because they don't know.
They're
Because
not
every
gonna
nigga
look
that
deep.
say that, they say, oh, he just like Trump. But then they can't tell you how he just like Trump. But I want to say this too. You look at older women. I know older black women, older black men. They're gonna vote for Joe Biden. The reason why we don't have Andrew Yang or Bernie Sanders right now is because them young niggas who said fuck Joe Biden right now didn't go vote for Bernie Sanders.
Right.
And the niggas like me and you, the woke niggas that went vote for Andrew Yang, ain't nothing but 7 of us. Okay, so we got Joe Biden because of the older black people that exist. Okay, like our moms. Our grandmoms and dads and granddads, they're voting Joe Biden.
And I think the younger people who did vote for Biden honestly thought it was going to be a Biden.
I don't think it was none.
I think, no, if they did, though, I know there were a few. There were a few because I heard some people talking at the office and they
them niggas dumb too because they did it because they heard his name.
They heard Biden and they thought it was going to be another Biden Obama. It was a Biden Obama thing.
You bring that up all the time.
But it's
I agree
true.
with
I
that. Niggas
really
ignorant.
had niggas really saying that shit.
This is what I want to point out. To call the 93 crime bill is a condemnation of Joe Biden's legacy.
It's a wrap for me.
That's what I just said. A condemnation of Joe Biden's legacy. I know for a fact Miss Elaine, shout out Miss Elaine, old sweet black lady, cool ass black lady in her 50s. She voting for Joe Biden. She don't give a fuck about the 93 crime bill. And let me tell you why these niggas. Let me show you why niggas ain't woke. And let me show you why niggas don't give a fuck about the 93 crime bill. Okay, the 93 crime bill was passed in what year? 1993, because that's the label on the bill, right? When did Bill Clinton get reelected for president?
What, 94?
No, 96.
96.
Right? So Bill Clinton got reelected in 1996, 3 years after they had wrote the crime bill. So they had already started seeing the repercussions of the crime bill then, right? Bill Clinton got easily elected.
Yep.
He killed Bob Dole,
Slide
right?
on in.
Motherfucking 96 is a long time from 2008 when Joe Biden became vice president. Joe Biden got elected by niggas in his district.
Nobody give a fuck.
A whole bunch of time.
Yeah, vice president.
No, I'm saying before he became vice president, he had to keep running to stay senator.
He's a politician.
He
got
won every
money
time. But
behind
this
him.
is my point. That's my point. These niggas, bro, just because I always say about this bubble shit, just because we're in this bubble and we woke and we having these woke debates and shit, them niggas don't care about that shit.
I hate
cuz.
that word woke.
I know everybody do, but I'm using it as a term
Because
so we can encompass what we're saying.
You get put into a category or whatever. As if
I'm talking
when I
about-
talk about 93 crime bill, oh, that mean you woke. No, I'm just
Okay, a
speaking
nigga
of
that's
facts.
socially aware. Okay, that's a better word. These niggas who are socially aware is very few, and we in a bubble. And I'm telling you right
Not
now,
being socially aware is a detriment to niggas.
And that is true.
it's not a detriment to
I
niggas.
feel like it's a big detriment.
You know
to niggas,
why
to be honest with you.
it's a detriment to niggas? Because the same shit repeats itself, and the repetition of history that's detrimental to us is insane.
I like how you slid that word
It's
in there. That's
insane.
not a
There's
word at
nothing-
all, by the
there's
way.
nothing
Repetition
fun.
is not a word.
There's nothing.
Was bling a word 20 years ago?
I just like how you slid that in there. That
But
was,
re-
that was
all
true,
I'm saying
though.
is-
Repetition would be a cool ass word.
It
but-
All
would.
I'm saying
You
is,
slid it in there.
when I say words that ain't there, whatever, it's
You
just
understand
because-
it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, fuck them crackers.
You know how English
I hate white people.
language
No, I take that back. No, I love you. Fuck y'all crackers. I'm pissed off now at white people. I don't know how. I don't know how I arrive at
because
this.
because this is the simple fact. And this is why I like the Kamala pick. Okay,
I know you do,
but
don't you?
listen.
It was-
First of all,
it
she
was
got
a-
off the plane the other day.
It was highly strategic.
I said
For the
I want to see
future-
that
for the future
pussy.
of
But
America.
listen, she got
And what
listen.
makes-
Anywho,
and
this is what I like the Kamala pick or whatever. The Kamala pick is good because here's how I'm looking at elections going forward as far as president, just president, because everybody else don't have vices and shit, right? The president of the United States, we got Obama, and we was kind of like, damn, we got a black president, right? Regardless of his record, I'm just talking about the color of him and accepting somebody that's like you and hoping that they understand. Were there better candidates out there? Yang, Bernie, true. But at the same time, we got Joe because as a group, as a whole, this is why the anarchy thing don't work for me when I argue with niggas about anarchy. We're a community, bro.
Fuck them niggas talking about that shit.
But this is what I'm saying.
Them niggas don't know no better.
We're a community. We live as a community, right? We live as a group of people. So as a group of black people, we got Joe Biden elected. Everybody had a chance to cast their
group of
vote.
what?
As a group of black people.
man,
Black people switched to vote for Joe Biden. He was not in the lead until South Carolina.
Hey man, crackers got that nigga elected.
You crazy.
Crackers and the DNC. If you think
The nigga had
if you
90
think the DNC didn't put Joe Biden in
Wait,
place
wait,
to get
wait.
elected, then you out your fucking mind. Without South Carolina, that nigga would have won. Nobody was beating fucking Joe Biden. You crazy,
Bro,
Who was beating
the
Joe
nigga
Biden?
was losing.
Who was beating Joe Biden? Tell me who.
Nobody after the black people started voting.
You out your mind.
The nigga had 93. The nigga had a 93 when they asked. Okay, even when Joe Biden was dead ass last in the polls,
Remember that.
and I'm talking about polls that I trust, not the DNC's polls. I'm talking about the Young Turks. I'm talking about super liberal, edgy polls. Just listen to me. Just hear me out.
You associate.
Hear me out. Stop being so goddamn mad for 2
'Cause I said, if I'm
seconds.
not-
Just hear me
I'm
out.
fine,
Nah,
bro.
you mad, bitch.
If I'm not mistaken, because Biden actually came in kind of later in the race anyway.
He did jump in late, but listen
Yeah.
to what I'm saying. Super liberal groups that hated Joe Biden, Young Turks, certain political things or whatever, right? They hate Joe Biden, okay? When they took a fucking poll amongst African American voters, Joe Biden never polled below 93%. That's crazy. You hear me? So for 1 second, now I'm just
I think
telling
maybe because of his likeness. On to
well,
be honest
look,
with you,
I'm just telling
because
you
they
one
were
thing.
familiar.
If you
with
want
him.
to say the DNC was pushing towards Joe Biden, I will agree with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. But what I'm telling you for real, is that niggas don't think like us. I'm not gonna say you. I'm gonna say us, and I'm gonna say niggas like Joe Biden. Dewana, your motherfucking cousin, who was just in here. I said right here on the couch before the fucking primary started. Anyone before Iowa, anyone, and we was talking about the election and who we voting for. I explained to her Yang. I explained to her Bernie Sanders and the good benefits of them, and then blase squad. You know what she said? That sound crazy. I'm voting for Joe Biden.
Who do you think got Hillary? Who do you think got Hillary Clinton the nomination?
Donald Brazil or whatever her name is. That bitch
You
cheated.
think it wasn't the people? Because
That-
all black people voted for Hillary.
That bitch cheated.
This-
Yeah, the black
whatever.
people, black people too.
The same
But-
percentage too.
but at
that
the
voted
same
for
time-
Biden. The same percent that voted for Biden or whatever.
No,
Voted-
Biden.
voted,
No,
for Hillary.
no.
It was not a big jump.
No,
Niggas
no.
did not get out and vote.
5% is a lot.
All right.
Hillary
Spread out over the whole shit or whatever. That I said the shit. Yes, more niggas voted this time, but they didn't do the spread out shit. Spread out or whatever. Even if without niggas or whatever, it's the same outcome. The DNC picked you, you're gonna win.
If
If the DNC picked Bernie,
niggas,
it don't give a fuck about them niggas voting about
that's
Biden.
not true. That's
Or
like
whatever.
now you're saying that primaries don't matter.
No, what I'm saying is.
What do you mean?
This is what I'm saying. Let me
Please
tell you.
explain to me
let
how the
tell
votes
you-
don't count.
Let me tell you what I mean. If you get rid, the
Spit it out and
DNC is a
swallow it.
private organization. They're not real, but they have the sway in the elections for some fucking reason, and the GOP or whatever. So when
Are you talking about who they put their money behind?
It don't matter what the fuck they doing, whatever you want to call it, they sway the election.
That's saying the votes don't count.
Is it the truth?
I disagree with that.
Are you saying that Bernie did not win the nomination? Bernie won the fucking nomination, but they gave it to Hillary. How did Hillary win the nomination?
Bernie
it wasn't
did.
for voting.
Bernie-
Because it was in certain counties and shit that Bernie got more votes than Hillary, but the electorate gave it to fucking Hillary.
Overall, though,
And you did say also that the electoral college needs to be
The ele-
disbanded.
that-
no, but
probably
the
the
electoral college don't have nothing to do with primary voting.
No, it doesn't.
Well, shit. Somehow it did because Bernie got more votes, but the county
it's
still
because
went
of
to Hillary.
delegates and super delegates. That's why I said
Yes,
it's
that's
Donald.
and what is the delegates and super delegates?
But it's-
what are they a part of? Who picks them?
the DNC
The
picks
fucking
them.
DNC. And what is the DNC?
It's the Democratic National
It's a
Committee.
private shit. It's not. It's privately funded.
Right.
So when you're talking about,
But-
we got to be more specific. I'm gonna
wait.
finish in 1 second. I'm finished. This last it. We got to be more specific when we be just saying that. Oh, our votes are going to count. Yes, maybe, but we can't be so 100% sure that your vote gonna count.
The
we
debate-
got to be. What they call
Speaking
this
of
shit?
votes, can we
Watchers.
address one
We gotta
stupid
watch
thing
these
that
motherfuckers,
Trump said here recently? But go ahead.
Gotta watch these niggas. They slick.
The debate about Bernie becoming a nominee or Hillary still in the nomination is this part, though. The debate stems from the fact that Bernie won some heavily populated counties in California and New York or whatever. But the delegates that they split out, and he won a whole bunch of rural counties, right? But what happened was super delegates, basically, just for a lack of better things, so y'all understand, a regular delegate, Cug can be a delegate, you can be a delegate. You just go down to the office and sign up and be like, hey, I want to be a delegate, whatever. And then you, as a delegate, go down to the convention and say, as the delegates of Florida, we cast our votes for this. Or whatever.
Right.
So the most people who have the most delegates in the state or whatever, those people get the state. and the delegates. And if your votes, if the votes
I
are
really
with
think you're simplifying it because just because
But wait,
I
if
want to
the
go
votes-
be a
I'm
delegate,
I'm not-
don't mean I'm going to be a delegate.
No, that's not
the
what I'm saying. I
DNC
said
pick
you
all
can
of this
sign
shit.
up. You can sign up, but it
Yeah,
don't
you
matter.
can.
But it don't matter. That don't matter. If you're a delegate, listen to what I'm telling you. I'm trying to
listening.
explain it. If you're a delegate, because the shit not really hidden. It's just the way they did the shit. Okay.
None of this shit hitting.
But listen, if you're a delegate from Polk County, right? Polk County delegate count. Let's say it count one time or whatever. You the Polk County delegate. So if Polk County vote Bernie Sanders, you take your ass down to Washington D.C. and you say, okay, I vote for Polk County. We vote Bernie Sanders, and then they add the delegates up. If the they add the votes up. I'm sorry, they add the votes up. If the votes are within a certain percentage, then Bernie gets his delegates from that state.
Super delegates.
He gets his delegates from that state. If the votes are not within that percentage, the person who has the highest percentage, like if it's over 10%, whoever had the 10%, the highest vote, they get the whole state, all the delegates, right? So what was happening was it was real close. Bernie was never in the lead, but it was real close. And then what happened towards the end, they did something they had never done before, which was add these super delegates, where a delegate from, just say for instance, Jacksonville, count twice.
You is saying
Right.
a whole bunch of
Count,
shit.
but
to
wait,
say
listen,
how-
you just being. I'm trying. This shit got to be explained because this what the problem is. The
Niggas
problem
really
is
truly
niggas
don't
don't understand the way the shit works.
electrical
That's
No,
the
all right,
problem.
well, explain to the
Power to
listeners who
don't
want to go
work.
look this shit up. Basically, I already know what it is. They stole the shit from Bernie.
But
go ahead.
they
on.
added the super delegates. So now super delegates count twice. So what basically they're saying is, hey, these delegates count twice. So Hillary's getting 2 times the votes that Bernie's getting, and Bernie would have had enough delegates to contest.
You going off of that news shit.
No, I'm going off of what Bernie said. I'm not going off of nothing else.
Bernie strays, and he wants this. He's still a politician.
He's an independent.
Oh, right.
He's not a Democrat.
He's still a politician or whatever. But it was counties that Bernie fucking won. And the delegates went there and said Hillary won this and Hillary got
No,
shit.
but
All
that's
right,
not
hold
how
on.
she get. That's
Last-
not how
It wasn't
she
contested shit.
Hold on.
It was contested.
No, I
Wait
said
a minute, y'all make this last
I know,
point
but
because
this-
we do have a couple things we
This is
want
my
to talk
last
about.
thing,
in
Brittany. It was contested in Bernie's favor. It was in Bernie's favor, and it was contested. Let's not make it sound like Hillary was winning and Bernie was here.
Hillary was
And
winning. She had more votes.
Not in these counties. In some counties.
Okay, let's say this. Okay, stop.
In some county, Bernie was winning, and it was contested, and then they gave it to Hillary. It wasn't Hillary
But
winning.
that goes into
and
what I
Bernie
was saying.
Hill.
If somebody, okay,
that shit
for
matters,
example,
though. You just saying this shit.
That's what.
They
Okay,
stole it.
For example,
what we saying here?
in South Carolina,
Last point,
In
and then we're
South
gonna move on.
Carolina, Hillary Clinton won by 10%. So it don't fucking matter how many counties Bernie won and how many delegates
That's
he
not
got
what the
because he
dispute
got the
is.
thing.
That's not disputed,
And
though.
then when I said this is what I was saying about niggas need to learn the process. A contested convention. Y'all niggas go watch House of Cards because they had a contested convention on House of Cards. A contested convention is when the delegates count is real close. When you're going state by state and the count real close, and you say, okay, we need to recount it again. Then when you start
do they do it for
recounting the
10%?
states, huh?
I don't think they do it for 10%.
No, they do the states for
he was just giving an
10%.
example.
Then you get the whole delegates. What I'm saying is, you go state to state. If it's real close and the count
And
close,
what you're saying, Hillary was winning by 10% in South Carolina.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But what I'm saying is
All
this:
right.
fuck that. I'm talking about overall.
Well, you just
All
said
right.
it.
2 things. Hold on, Brittany. Goddamn, we ain't on the timer.
I don't have
Just
the
hold
time
on a
I
second.
wanted to get because y'all gonna keep on this point.
No,
Y'all ain't
'cause
gonna let
this-
it go.
I want to explain this. Okay, 2 things, and then we'll let Brittany say what she want to say. Here's the thing. First thing, if they had a true contested convention, what happens is if the delegates are close and they start recounting the delegates, it's called a roll call. If in the roll call is close, they recount the roll call. During the recount of the roll call on that next day, delegates in Vermont who were for Hillary can say, I thought about it, we switching. No delegate, regardless, no state was switched.
Of course not.
They're saying that
Why would they?
But-
they're in the pocket of the fucking DNC.
No, I'm saying
After the
the
recount.
states that went to Bernie never switched. They never
Of course not. Why?
because they didn't have a contested convention. And this is the second part.
What are you
If you let's take the delegates out. Let's say they do it like the Republicans do, because the Republicans don't do this super delegate bullshit.
That's why. That's the only reason Trump won.
But
because if they
they-
did it,
right.
the Republicans would have
Aha.
stole it, like the Democrats stole it.
So here's the thing.
Y'all ain't gonna
Okay.
get off this
So
topic.
I would've said that they stole it.
But
We haven't always to say that they stole it.
wait. This is my point. The second part. If you take away all the delegates and you count up every vote in America, Let's pick our Democratic nominee. Hillary beat Bernie by 4 million votes.
Okay, that's not true.
Go look it up.
That's not
All
true.
right.
Go look it up. So
That's not
if
true.
you say it's not true, then you're
That's
saying
not true.
they're
No,
changing
because I know what you're going by. You're going by the
I'm
delegates.
going by the
that she got. You're
I'm not
by
going by
the
no
got.
delegates. I'm going by
Alright.
vote for vote. Your
No,
vote,
she's
my
not.
vote.
No, she's not.
So
No, she
you
didn't.
go back into your corner. You go back into your
No,
corner.
she didn't.
All right, cool.
That's crazy as fuck. You're no,
Because I know that for a fact she
That's
did.
some Trump shit.
I know that for a fact.
You just said that. You just said
You said that she
6
beat-
Wait.
Go ahead on.
You're saying that between 4 because I can't remember if it was 4 or 6. You're saying between 4 and 6 million votes were illegally switched in America.
No, what I'm saying
That's
is,
crazy.
This is what I'm saying. She did not beat Bernie by no 4 million. All that shit had to do with the delegates and the super delegates.
pull it up.
And who that shit went
We'll
to.
pull it up.
Or whatever.
All right.
And by who the delegates and the super delegates went to, they counted those votes as going to her. Not by the people that's voting.
No,
and
what
the
I
percentages.
just said was
And they
if
get-
you take away the fucking delegates,
you
and
can't take away the delegates because that's how they did the shit.
Okay, but fuck that.
That's how they run it.
I'm saying if you want to run it listen, you just said the Republicans got Trump in because they don't use delegates. You just said that. And that's how they
Maybe
cut stuff
this
for
one.
Trump.
You
Let
ain't
him have
understand.
it.
You
So
ain't
what I'm
understand.
saying
I
is-
said she got those extra, whatever extra votes that she got. They didn't get that by counting the votes. They got that because the delegations went to them and said our county went to them. And
No,
they
you
won
can't
by
do
this
that.
vote
The
or whatever.
counties are
They
counted by the
gave
federal
them.
government.
You
or
did
whatever.
say you wasn't gonna
You talking
yell.
about state? You talking about
Yeah,
state?
the counties are counted
I
by
know what
the
you're talking about.
supervisor of elections.
I know, but
they
what-
have to report it.
You said you wasn't gonna yell.
You can't do that.
You did say you wasn't gonna yell.
What are you talking about?
talking
Put
about
the Jim
state
beat down.
shit.
You
Put
said-
the Jim beat down.
You're talking about state
Jim
shit.
beat
All right.
When the state goes to them, those votes go to them.
So
Why, yeah, and I said if you
And
take
county
away
by
the-
county,
if you
Hillary did not win
you
by
crazy
4
fuck. You're
4
telling
million.
me, wait, you're telling me that Bernie fucking Sanders had more votes in America to be the Democratic nominee for president than Hillary Clinton?
No, this is what I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm asking.
No, this
That's
is,
what. Okay, then.
But can
All
I,
right.
all I wanna
but
know.
can I-
Alright.
wait, no,
Bring
I
it
got
up.
to. No, can I say this or whatever? When you're running an election or whatever, and when you have momentum and you're winning here and you're winning here and you're winning here or whatever, in order to stop that
Don't
and make it
hit
seem,
the
and in order
chord.
to affect the election, if you say you didn't win here and you give this to Hillary or whatever, then that slows down and that fucks
They
everything
didn't
else
do
up.
that.
Yes, the fuck they did.
all right, so we gonna look this shit up.
Clearly they did.
So we gonna look this
Yeah,
shit
we're
up.
gonna look it up. But I'm saying
All
they
right.
didn't do that.
Yes,
She
they
had the
did.
most votes.
No, she didn't.
She had the most votes.
In the end, she had it, but not. But she didn't win counties. It was counties she didn't win that Bernie won.
I don't
and
give
they
a
gave
fuck
it to
about
Hillary.
rural
right.
counties she didn't win. Overall,
That shit matter.
Man for man,
That shit
more
matters.
people wanted Hillary to be the nominee than Bernie Sanders.
No, they
Bernie
didn't.
Sanders
No,
is
they
a
didn't.
fringe candidate.
They stole the shit.
No, they didn't.
All right. What do we have the DNC and
So,
superdelegates for?
move- so-
what do we have them for?
Because the Democrats like to run this shit weird.
All right.
All right,
This
so
is-
moving.
this
All
is
right,
for
so
the DNC.
so moving on to
There's
the next
more
topic.
to it than that. That's too simple. You can't just say we got the DNC because they like to have to run shit weird. It's
Yeah.
a more reason to why
Because
the
they
Democratic
want
Party
to run their shit weird.
All
I don't
right.
know why.
All right,
All right.
It's weird.
All right.
All right.
If that's all
It's
you
a
think
draw.
that it is behind the DNC,
It's a draw.
Then we don't have nothing else to say.
Exactly, it's a draw.
It's
All
not
right,
a draw.
so
That's it.
it's so moving on to
What
the
else
it's
do we
gonna be
have?
today because y'all niggas gonna stop.
What you want to
Gotta
talk about,
admit.
Brittany?
Moving on to the
you wanna
next
talk
topic. So, because Jax did have some actual topics he wanted to talk about today, he did.
What
So
else, man?
I do want,
Going
I do
on
want,
with this
yeah,
shit?
no. So let's talk about the fact that the NFL football game kicked off on Thursday, and the players locked arms in solidarity. I think during the national, wasn't during the national anthem, something like that. Sorry, after. Okay, sorry, my head's starting to hurt. And the Kansas City Chiefs fans booed.
I don't care.
That's what them crackers gonna do.
I don't
So-
care.
so they
And I,
booed.
I wish niggas would stop being so fucking sensitive.
It's not.
Nah, I
It's
don't know if that
not.
was
It's not being
sensitive.
You know
sensitive.
why?
I don't know if
Because
that
you
was
know why? You know why I'm
But-
saying this? Go ahead.
It's not being sensitive though.
I'll tell you why in a minute. Go ahead. On.
So
I don't think that was sensitive.
Because-
yeah, I think
at this point-
niggas should be mad about that.
at this, like,
Why?
I still think you should be like
Why
fuck
should you
them
be mad at
crackers,
it?
but you shouldn't be okay with
you shouldn't be.
when they
Why-
say
why should you be
take
mad at
a. Cause here's the thing.
They didn't even take a
Okay,
knee
so,
this time. They
okay.
locked arms, and now you still booing them for actually wanting
That ain't why I'm
Don't
to slide.
give a fuck.
I give
Only
a,
thing
I give a
is
fuck
shit
because
affecting my life.
I give a fuck because
gives a
the
fuck?
NFL,
But that-
the NFL is
but
quote
that
unquote
does
pledging
affect
all
your
this
life.
money and all this other
How?
shit for social change and social justice. Yet the fans that y'all let into the stands clearly let y'all know that they don't give a fuck about social change and social justice.
They gonna have to let the stands and the fans.
Right, they're gonna
because
have to let it go, let them
they
in
gonna
there
have to let
because they're
them do
paying
it
for it.
because they-
right, but they're
they-
just letting you know that they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Like none of that shit really matters. So it goes back to something I said a long time ago. Technically, if there's no tangible, if there's nothing tangible that they're assisting with action in, then none of the shit truly matters. They're throwing money at. They're throwing money at what?
but it's not even. I think okay, it's deeper than that.
It is deeper
It's
than
not
that.
even just the money or saying it's tangible. Literally, that is America saying fuck black people.
Yeah.
So the reason why I say it affects you is because it lets you know these crackers don't give a fuck about you. So I think it matters in the sense of niggas getting upset because niggas should be mad and should be like fuck y'all.
Why
And
should-
everybody else
Because
that
pretty much they said
because
fuck y'all,
everybody not woke.
but they said fuck y'all, but y'all little black people, Mahomes, still go out there and throw that goddamn ball.
Yeah, me personally, I did say that.
Exactly
if I was
what
Pat
they
Mahomes
said.
and Deshaun Watson, after that, I would have got with Pat and I would say, listen, we're not playing tonight. We walking off. And everybody want to come with us, they can come with us. If they don't, they don't. But I guarantee they would have been mad that that game was not played with Deshaun Watson and Pat
Absolutely.
Mahomes, regardless who else would have walked off with them. So they missed the opportunity on that.
Like for instance,
Cracker ain't gonna boo me and
like,
then
for
cheer
instance-
me.
right.
Or a second solution I gave to Bud was if I'm Sammy Watkins and I scored a touchdown and the fans cheering, I would have did the shush. And then
'Cause
after
you-
the game, when they would have said, "Hey, why did you shush?" and I'd be like, "Oh, because I don't have fans that boo black justice."
Right.
Fuck
and then,
y'all.
and then in the day,
Make an
I
open
think
statement
and
about
I think something also to me speaks more to I feel like the NFL is just to me personally not doing enough. I think the NBA has started, but once they was just like, hey, we're gonna play, we're gonna not play like 2 games, and then like, all right, we're gonna go back and play. I was just like, all right, I understand that they're opening up those arenas for precincts and all that other stuff, and I appreciate that. But I think it would be a louder response if the players in themselves said, hey, we not doing the rest of the shit no more. Fuck the shit.
Is not obligated to do.
They're not
anything
obligated.
I don't even think this is about the NFL.
For
These
I know
crackers don't
I'm-
have nothing to
I'm-
do with the NFL.
They're not
I'm
obligated.
just responding to what Brittany was saying when she say that they're not doing enough about what.
One
Not
of
doing
the
enough about what?
NFL players for the Jacksonville Jaguars, I can't remember who it was, black guy. He made I feel like his point was valid in my opinion. He said that yeah, I can do X, Y, and Z, but it's not enough. It's more up to our leaders.
Chris Conley.
Yeah, it was. It's up to
What are
our
you talking about?
it's up to our leaders on these teams, such as our quarterbacks and stuff. The people who's making the big bucks to actually be the ones that make those first stands, and more or less
First
we'll
stance
follow.
against
We'll
what?
follow
About what?
behind them. Like,
Against
hey,
what about what? What
we
talking
not
about?
we not
Protesting.
we protest. We're not standing for this shit no more.
Protesting
We're
what?
gonna fucking walk off
Saying
the.
out loud.
No,
making statements.
wait.
Right.
Wait. I want something. All right. If we're on the leader to say something about protesting what?
Social
the social
injustice.
injustice
Social
that continues
injustice.
to keep still happening.
The same shit that you
All right,
said you're one issue voter
but
about.
none of these teams, none of these niggas on this shit or whatever is obligated to. This is football. This is
It's
a
not-
job.
you're right.
None of them is obligated, but they're acting as if
Then-
it is the NFL
It's-
job.
they're not-
to act against social injustice.
The
Nobody
NFL,
think the NFL have to do anything.
but the NFL
Nobody
came
said
out.
Obviously, that's
the
what they're
NFL
asking,
came
though.
out and
No,
said they
they're
were
not.
going to do something about
No,
it.
we're
though.
not. Nobody asking the NFL.
Here's
to do
my
that.
thing.
What the fuck are we
Here's
talking
my
about
thing,
then?
though.
We're
The
talking
best
about
way
the
to
crackers
get
booing.
best way to get crackers' attention is to hit them in their motherfucking pocket.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm
Okay,
talking
but
about
okay,
crackers
okay,
booing.
all right,
We
what-
talk- y'all
all
talking
right,
about two
all right,
different
all right.
things.
Because honestly,
Brittany
okay,
saying
you want to
that-
boo? Cool. Y'all have no football, so you got to worry
That's
about booing no
what
more.
I'm saying.
Okay, all right.
How about that?
Okay, the NFL has to make profit. They don't give a fuck about.
And
the
I don't
booing
give a
shit.
fuck about that.
No.
Hit them
They're not.
crackers in their
They're
pocket.
not even obligated.
That's how you get their attention,
But
though.
what I want to say, if they want,
down.
if they want, if they
You told me to calm down.
if they want to
I
be
did.
Relax.
Calm down.
the NFL is a business, and the only thing that they
I
have
feel
to,
like you said it because I'm a woman.
the only thing that they need to be concerned about or whatever, or obligated to be concerned about, is their business model in making money.
And that's cool.
That's it.
I think
And
what
guess what?
Brittany
They
said-
can't make money if my body ain't on that field.
If
I
you
think-
not, but if it's more of people that's out there booing or whatever, that they're going to pay more money.
No, but what Brittany's
Cool.
saying is
Y'all
this.
niggas.
Cool. Then
Oh, wait.
nobody be on the field
Can
because
I-
guess what?
can
Then
I
y'all
say-
ain't booing no more.
Then
Listen.
it still don't affect me. How did this shit affect me? Cuz? Please explain this.
What
to me.
Brittany's saying,
I don't give a
is
fuck.
After the crackers booed, and I agree with her, the niggas should have walked off. That's what Brittany's saying. What you're saying is the NFL's not obligated to do anything for niggas. True. But what Brittany's saying is, do these black men who are looked at as role models, are they obligated to make a stance
These
for
niggas
black
are
people?
coons. Most of these niggas is coons. All the niggas that said Jay-Z is this is that for signing a deal with the NFL, the same niggas saying that at the same time is signing deals with the NFL.
They didn't say
None
he
of
was
this
a coon
shit
for
makes
signing
no
the deal.
fucking
They said he's
sense.
a coon for the way he went about it.
It
and the
don't
things
matter.
he did.
It don't matter.
The fact
Or
that
whatever.
J-Lo non-singing ass.
None of it don't matter because he
was
got
at
something.
the
He
thing.
signed the deal. He got
I'll
some.
show you a thing
He made
later.
a deal with it.
She don't sing at all. J-Lo don't sing. That's not her voice.
He made a deal with the NFL.
That's not her voice.
and He got
I've heard
something.
J-Lo.
about it.
Please explain to Brittany that J-Lo voice is not her voice.
It's not her voice.
She don't sing. That's
At all.
the shit with Ja Rule that you love. That's Ashanti.
Shit with Ja Rule that
What's
I
the
love.
song?
I don't love that
J-Lo
song.
and-
J-Lo don't say shit.
I don't like that song.
Well, I'm just saying in general.
J-Lo
That's
not-
one of her biggest
She-
hits.
she not a
She
song.
don't
That's
even
not
sing
saying
that.
I don't say that. I like that
The
song.
song that the other one on the 6, the
cool.
one shit. Cause I'm real. What you? That's
Okay.
Christina Milian.
Okay.
No, more understand that. Why
She
I
don't
don't
sing,
give a
though.
Okay.
Dog.
I literally watched a documentary where she was sitting there singing a song live, by the way. And
Why I don't give a fuck about J-Lo.
I've been following J-Lo for a long
I
time.
don't
But
give-
we're not going to do that right now.
I'll send it
We're
to
not
you.
going to do that right now.
She
Go
don't
ahead.
sing.
Go ahead. We're not going to do that right now.
Oh, look at you. Listen, I want to say something real quick. Fuck what we talking about, cuz. Listen, everybody that's listening right now, you can't see Brittany's face, but you can if
I
you're on
have a
Facebook
headache,
Live
too.
right now.
I just
or
said- I
whatever.
said that, like,
when I
10
just
minutes
said
ago.
J-Lo couldn't sing, right? And Brittany loved J-Lo. And I just said J-Lo couldn't sing. The dreams that were crushed in the
It
back of her
doesn't.
eyes
It
or
doesn't.
whatever felt the type of way. And she profusely defended him. I'm
It
going to go on
doesn't.
to something else
It doesn't.
that I always
because
talk about.
I'm gonna go off of what I saw.
see how
with
she
my
doing
own
right now?
eyes And her
I just-
watching her documentary.
Stop right now. I just want to make a point.
of her actually making
Fuck
her
J-Lo.
tour.
I'm making a point. Shut the fuck up.
Shit.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not. That's why I'm looking
You're
at you
doing-
that way.
Oh, matter of fact, keep doing this because it's making my point.
No, that's why I'm looking at you that way because I know the things that I've watched, read, and seen. So that's
Things
why
I've seen. Stop
I'm
right
not
there.
saying I'm not saying that some of her songs she did not sing. What I'm saying is I've heard her live sing her voice. That's what
Okay,
I'm
stop right there. Or are you done?
So,
Or are you finished?
So I
Are
just
you
don't
done
want you
or
to
are
cut.
you finished?
I just don't want you to cut me as one of those people like who never actually like followed fandomship. Go ahead.
You don't even know what I was about to say. You just went on your tangent.
No, I
Listen,
didn't. But I'm
listen,
defending my point on where my stance is.
Listen, everybody that can see her right now, y'all see the dejection in
I
her
have
face.
a headache. I told
Everybody
you that
that's
like
listening
10
right
minutes
now,
ago.
or whatever, y'all can hear the argumentativeness in her voice.
Absolutely.
So when I
because you're
talk-
telling me what I think.
when I talk to Christians or anybody that fundamentally
You
believes into
bitch.
yeah, got your ass, trap your ass. When I talk to Christians and I tell them
motherfucking-
something like God ain't real,
Brittany
because
is not a
of
Christian.
XYZ,
Brittany don't believe in religion. Go
and
ahead.
then when I say God ain't real because of XYZ, and then I said, "Cuz, corroborate my story based on the facts that we shared together." And then Cuz said, "Yeah, she don't da 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 da." And you were fucking defensive and devastated, just
Absolutely.
like a Christian. When y'all get defensive and devastated, that I say God
I'm
is
not a
real.
Christian.
Are we
You're not
talking
saying
about
I'm not a
religion?
Christian.
Yeah, I switched it up. Fuck that. Because it was good. I just see the way she reacted reminded me of when you be like, yo, bro, that shit ain't real. Here's some facts of why it's not
Right.
real. And they be like, you can't tell me ain't real because I've seen God. I've seen God work. I've seen God do things. So me and you said, hey, you know, J-Lo can't sing based on the things that we seen that she can't sing, factual observation things that we seen. And you said, well, I know y'all might have these facts, but I've seen her sing. God, she worked for me. And that's what I was just want to make the point that niggas be like, God worked for me no matter what. I love metaphors to bring shit to reality for niggas because what things, and I'm not trying to attack you, but
Oh,
I
you're
just want to
fine.
make point for niggas because niggas take shit so personally and
Yeah.
care about things so personally. So when you bring up something like religion, and I want to have the religious show so bad, when
We
you
gotta find a
when you
nigga.
bring up things like religion, they don't understand how they're reacting to something.
Right.
So the way you reacted, only reason I pointed that out and stopped the show to do that is because to show niggas how they react when you tell them or you challenge the fact that God may not be real.
Facts.
They act just like that. Like, oh my God. And I know
I'll
you
allow
really-
it. I'll allow it.
I know you really like J-Lo, so you got really defensive of your girl.
I'll allow it.
So that's how y'all are. So
Well,
I
that's
see what
not-
you-
that's
I see what
not-
you did there.
I don't think that that's a specific thing that's to religious people.
You sure?
That's just no, it's not. It's
No, I said-
it's
I
a,
didn't
it's a,
see-
it's a
if-
specific
I'm-
thing to when.
right, I'm specifically talking about religion, but
Okay.
remember at the beginning I said or something they care dearly about.
Yeah.
I was finna
something
say-
they believe in.
I was going to say that is
A fundamental moral stance.
It's specific when it's something that you hold of value.
yeah, something you
and
think is
you
true
Yeah.
or
think
dear
true.
or something because people believe
When your values get challenged or whatever, you
people get defensive. Right.
True indeed.
Right. So the reason why I brought that up, so y'all can see a situation that's not something that y'all might not take seriously, because niggas out there probably don't care about J-Lo, and they probably was like,
I take
some
pop
niggas-
music very seriously.
Some niggas probably was like, J-Lo can't sing, and then some niggas probably was like, J-Lo can't sing. But think about how you just handled that situation as a listener, if you heard me say J-Lo can't sing and you was like, I wonder why J-Lo can't sing, you were thinking about other information. Or if you heard me say J-Lo can't sing and you like J-Lo and you was like, oh, defensive like Britney.
Or think about that's Britney's. Or think about when I say all liberals is fucking retarded, and then you say, wait a minute. Or when you say Tupac was soft.
He was
when
an actor.
When you talk shit about Tupac, I get, hey bitch, I'm gonna come on the table.
Hey,
we
listen,
all have the certain
right
buttons.
that you push.
That you push.
But see, I'm aware partially because of Star Trek and because of Vulcan teachings. I'm aware that I have those illogical moments, and that happens. Brittany's, you're aware of it, even though that particular
Brittany is
instant.
not aware of shit yet.
I'm about to say
Yeah.
that. Not sometimes she do it.
No.
Because
Wait.
I've seen her do it. I've seen her do
No,
it.
but then you gotta admit-
I'm very
gotta admit
emotional.
to-
I'm very
Brittany,
emotional
you
with my
call the
thinking.
police if you see somebody breaking into your neighbor house.
No.
All right.
So we're not going down this road.
See what I'm saying?
That's
Shit,
on
yeah,
Obama.
But first of all, I like Obama. We need to stop saying that. Though.
But
like
what I
the
was
nigga.
saying,
You like him as a person.
I've seen
I
Brittany.
like the faggot. Go ahead on.
Oh my God.
Listen, man. You gotta, God damn it.
What you gonna say? Go.
God damn it. You slid it.
Almost a whole show. We
We done been going about 2 hours now. How long is it
Just
going?
an hour and 9 minutes.
That's it.
We about to get off
It
though.
seems like we've been going
Because we had some
forever.
technical difficulties.
But
remember?
listen, check this out. I've seen Brittany take in a situation where it was like, hold up, I don't believe that, Jax. And then I explained to her, and then she changed it. Now that's rare.
It happens.
It happens about as much as Supernova.
By the way,
or-
it
or
happens
hearing
more.
a
It
mouth
happens
fart.
more off the podcast than it does on the podcast.
Yeah, but regardless, and you handled this situation very well. But I kind of let you trap yourself, and you ain't have no choice.
It
but
don't happen a lot more because it only happen to me like once a year. All right, I'm
You sure?
right most of
You
the fucking
sure?
time.
You sure?
Goddamn it.
Oh, wait, you sure?
listen, bro, listen podcast episode number whatever the
Hey
fuck.
man, what
this
else
is.
happened this week? Hold on
In the
before you
book.
say all that bullshit.
Trump
we
told
talked about
people.
that.
I don't
Trump
wanna talk
also
about
told.
fucking Trump.
He told
Anything
people
going
to
on
go
with
out
niggas?
there and vote twice just to make
He
sure their
did
vote
that.
counts. He did say that.
Hey man, let me say that. All right, let me talk to the niggas. Look, man, let me talk to my niggas. Look, man, hey.
Hey,
Trump is not the end all be all to your life. If that is, then you need to go out and live life mode. God damn it, this nigga is not the deciding factor on if you having a good day or bad day.
If you on Social
or
Security,
all
it
the
is.
bullshit you want to be.
yeah, my daddy on Social Security, so
It
on
ain't
Social Security
shit.
it is.
Wait till that shit happen, and then when it happens,
June
it happens.
2021.
was that a fake news story that I saw? Because I didn't confirm the resource that he said that the people in the military won't have to pay that payroll tax back.
He did
What's
say
that?
that, but that goes into what Cuz said. The nigga just say shit.
Okay.
Don't worry about don't worry about shit that you
Okay.
cannot control. If Trump ends the
But
social,
you can control.
I'm kind of
Wait,
worried
wait,
about
wait,
the whole
wait, wait.
payroll
Wait,
tax
if
thing because
Trump
I'm gonna have to
ends-
kind of
if
pay that
Trump
back.
If Trump ends the payroll tax or if Trump ends Social Security, right now you can't do nothing about it.
He
But
kind
what
of
you can-
temporarily did it now. He did temporarily do that now.
and you can't do nothing about it.
Unfortunately,
So what you
But-
can do
and then
is
I'm forced to pay that shit back.
this is only my point. Can I just whatever Trump does right now, whatever the fuck Trump is doing, if he say, "Hey, y'all nigga gonna do this," or "Y'all nigga gonna do that," and he do it, you can do nothing. Don't worry about what you cannot control. Only thing that your bitch ass can do because you're not gonna go buck. Only thing you can do is vote.
Vote.
So
Yep.
shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Stop complaining
Wait a
about
minute.
it.
Jack said he gonna go kick
What
the
are you
door.
gonna do if Trump?
good
What is your
point.
daddy gonna do
That's a
if
good
he
point.
ends Social Security? You can't do
Can't
nothing.
buck.
I mean,
You
my
gotta
daddy
vote.
can't do nothing right now.
Oh,
He's
so that's
he in a
somebody make
chair.
the sign. You ain't gonna buck, so you might as well vote.
But no,
Facts.
but the point is, stop worrying. Don't get your blood pressure up. Don't worry about shit you can't change.
But I
You
gotta
just-
worry about it because I gotta pay the shit back.
Well, you can't worry
you
about
can't
it now.
do it. You
got-
still can't do nothing about
Right.
it. You got
Do nothing
a
about
point.
it,
So
though.
it's just like now
He
what?
said, he said, vote.
Vote. Yeah, I do. Niggas,
what
I
he's
vote.
saying. That's what
Niggas.
he's
Stop
saying.
worrying about shit,
So if
man.
you vote,
can't do nothing.
If you're gonna vote, what you gonna do? I mean, that's
I
all
vote.
you gonna do. Is either vote,
vote
or
or buck.
Vote or buck. I'm with it.
You said you're gonna kick the door.
I'm ready to kick
JEA
it though.
about to cut your lights off. You ain't got the money. What you gonna do? Let the lights go out, or you gonna go buck?
I'm gonna go
You gotta
get.
figure
I'm gonna
something
go get an extension cord and go next door to the neighbor's house and plug that shit up and call it a day.
Brothers
gotta do
podcast
something.
episode number
No,
whatever.
figure
it
that
And I
is.
still ain't gonna call the cops. If them
Shout
motherfuckers
out.
robbing their house.
Sell some pussy.
Shout out to Nepal.
Who the
We
fuck
had
is
a
Nepal?
listener in Nepal.
Boy, where the ball at, boy?
That's way.
It's where Mount Everest was. It's between China and India.
Yeah, it's over there.
Well, what the fuck you doing out there, boy? This nigga on the Great Wall of China,
You
like,
ain't,
hey,
you
boy,
ain't got
listen.
shit to do, and we appreciate
Nepal.
it.
We had a listener in Nepal.
I haven't checked our stats in a long time.
That's crazy. We almost at 7,000 listeners, so that's good.
That's good. That's good.
That being said,
We appreciate y'all.
This podcast episode number whatever this is in the books. Appreciate everybody on the Facebook sitting with us through the live. That was, and everybody on the listening or whatever. Shout out to Q No Static Podcast. Y'all check that out. That's always a good listen.
Eric, nobody can opt out of it. It's up to the corporation themselves to opt out of it. So if my corporation decides that they don't want to opt out of not deferring the payroll taxes, nothing I can do about it. So it's not just the military or federal employees. It's any corporation that decides that they're going to opt out of paying it.
That being said, Cub, final thought.
This is my final thought. I'm going to go and give some homework to my cousin. Did I tell you I missed you last week? I said I missed you last week. It's been a long time since I had seen you.
I love this.
Homework. Look up and find out what the fuck do we have the DNC for. Because if the only thing that you think we have it for is, it's just some weird shit. No, nigga. It's a reason these motherfuckers had the shit. It's a reason for delegates. It's a reason for super delegates. It's a reason for electoral college. And I'm telling you to look this up because I don't even know. But I do know it's a bigger reason than, it's just some weird shit. I don't know what these crackers doing or whatever, but I'm going to look into this shit, goddammit. That's
look into it, bro.
It's going to be my homework too, goddammit. I don't know what the fuck, because it's you have this big private organization that has a major control over votes and where shit goes, and it's just there just to be there, just to be some. Nah, y'all up to something, motherfuckers. I'm gonna find out, Donna Brazile. You need to let me know.
She not over it.
She ain't over it no more.
They let her go.
What's the motherfucker over
she
there?
She got caught.
What's the motherfucker over the GOP?
Oh, that was
over it. The bald headed motherfucker.
Michael Steele.
Michael Steele.
He's in the he hate the Republicans now.
All right.
He said they racist.
The GOP.
He was black.
Yeah.
He found out he was a puppet.
The GOP. Y'all don't have delegates and super delegates, but it's still at the same time. What the fuck? What the fuck? And why was the GOP? Why is the GOP a thing? There's something behind it. It's not just we just have the GOP. Donkeys and elephants. No, niggas. Y'all up to something. I'm gonna find this out. All right, Brittany.
Brittany, final thought. All right.
Brittany, final thought.
And fuck them fans booing. Something I did. Y'all.
Okay. Thanks, Brittany. All right, final thought. So the first final thought is, y'all niggas talked about a lot of shit. Niggas, y'all need to go out here. We got how many days until the election?
Like 60.
Please go out here and vote. Make sure you register to vote. You can sign up until October the 12th for a mail-in ballot if you don't want to take your ass down there due to COVID. Niggas, please go out here and vote. Make sure y'all researching shit. Like, at this point, it's no excuse at this point for y'all not to be able to research the candidates and what they're standing for. Like, you got Google. Everybody got a smartphone of some sort. Access to the internet. Like, if you can be on Facebook posting dumb shit and you can take 5 minutes of your time to research shit and figure out what you're voting for and why. Figure out what's important to you. Hey, this one of the baddest
We
songs
are not political experts.
We're not, but
so
please
we can be wrong on a lot of shit.
Please go research it.
I feel like 93% of the shit said on this show is incorrect. Go ahead. Continue.
Bombs Over Baghdad is probably one of the best songs ever in life. That beat is crack. Okay, second thing is that I watched this show called Big Brother. I've been watching Big Brother for the last 20 years, however long it's been on air. And then doing Big Brother All-Stars. And for the first time ever, we have 3 black people in the house. Big Brother, I need y'all to please expand your horizons. Please and thank you. Put more black people in there.
They got 3. How many you want?
Nigga, 16 people in there. Only 3 of them are black.
That's a good representation of America.
And the rest, exactly. And the rest of them are white. So a situation happened this past week. And one of the black people actually just got voted out. A situation just recently happened where, of course, 2 of the black girls is in there. They, decided, of course, to work together, of course, because they're black girl magic, everything else. There was a situation that popped off because somebody said, one of the white people said something they had no business saying, this, that, and the third, whatever. Them 2 got put on the block for nomination. One of the black girls went to approach the white girl just to have a general conversation with her, whatever. Everybody know that she was not, the black girl who was having a conversation was not going to get voted out. Davon, love Davon, Mama Day. Mama Day made sure in all of her interviews, whatever she do, she always repping, justice for Breonna Taylor.
Fuck Brittany talking about.
I'm going to, whatever. She's repping her blackness. She's not hiding her blackness for nothing. She wore the African symbol, you name it. But there was a conversation that ensued between the white girl, Christmas, and Davon, where Christmas started getting loud with Davon, this, that, and the third, whatever. And Davon, instead of her getting loud back, She said, I'm going to walk away. And she walked away. The white girl continued to antagonize her, get loud, clap, this, that, and the third as she was walking up the steps. Da-da-da-da-da. Davon walked outside. And Davon looked at one of the white boys and said, you know what? If I would have matched her tone, I would be considered the one the aggressor. If I would have did what she did, I would be wrong. This is what we deal with. This is what we deal with. And they looked. And as the black girl walked back inside to go to her room, and she was saying, just talking to herself, the white girl started popping off some more. But I'm not talking to you. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say your name. I didn't say nothing about it. So my thing in the situation is you guys need to watch it, because one of my Facebook friends, he told me to make sure you watch this episode because he watched it. And he was like, what do you think? So I'm giving my thoughts about the situation. I think that the unfortunate part is, even though we a nigga, when we in a sea full of white people, we still can't be a nigga because we're still going to always be looked at as a threat. Yet, y'all still want to keep us down for whatever the case may be until we bow up and do what y'all do. That shit is fucking wrong. Big Brother, BB20, All-Stars, it's 20 years have gone by. Y'all need to have equal parts niggas as y'all do white people in that big. Point blank in the period. We're to a point in time now where it's no reason why we are not represented on television as much as we should be, yet y'all enjoy our culture. Whatever our culture is. This is my final thought. Did I do that to you? No.
I'm not
my last...
Crying about niggas being on these cracker networks.
My last thing, as much as I love sports, especially NFL, shout out to my Titans. Y'all gonna hold it down on Monday Night Football, 10-10. Y'all go watch it against the Denver Broncos for the Jaguars. As much as I love sports, at the end of the day, if y'all don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. When those fans booed y'all should have walked the fuck off. Point blank in the period. Fuck y'all pockets. Last thing is, J-Lo can sing. J-Lo can sing. I did watch several documentaries. She can sing a little bit. She can't sing a lot. She can sing a little bit. And fuck bitches get money.
Tennessee Titans first round pick Isaiah Wilson.
Yeah, he got arrested for DUI. Yeah, he did.
And I hope
he did.
that you fucked up for a year and then you go somewhere else.
He won't be.
Save your career.
At least 4 games.
He won't be. But go ahead.
My final thought. First thing I'm gonna say is piggyback off of that long ass final thought. Brittany.
I don't know.
Fuck y'all, because I don't get a chance. I don't talk as much as y'all doing this goddamn show.
You talked a lot this episode.
But I don't get a chance.
I just want to have my final thought.
Go ahead. Fuck y'all.
First thing I'm gonna do is piggy off that long ass final thought that Brittany said and say, "Hey man, fuck them crackers."
Thank you.
I don't give a fuck with the cracker. Let me tell you something that happened to me at work. Motherfucker Justin, who been on the show, came in the fucking office and told me put on my mask because the crackers from corporate was coming. I told them no. Because I don't do that shit while I sit at my desk on a regular day.
Just to slide into my DM, though.
So why would I cut that shit out? So why would I fucking put on my mask now? And he was like, well, you have to understand we trying to represent. He wasn't doing no coon shit, but the way he was saying it, I had to explain to him. And you niggas can attest to this, am the same at all times.
Correct.
I don't give a fuck.
Me too, my name.
If them crackers in front of me, behind me, or sucking my dick. I'm going to be the same nigga I am right now on this show. What you see is what you get. That's why when I run for city council, I know I'm going to lose because I know a motherfucker going to bring up this show. But they going to be like, oh, well, that's how the nigga act while he do his speeches. Because I'm telling you, I'm the same nigga at all times. If you act the same all the time and don't worry about how these crackers respecting your situation or respecting how you is, you won't give a fuck about a cracker not giving you respect or whatever. You just won't. Because I don't. So that's a thing. Second part or whatever. Y'all niggas with this whole voting thing or whatever. I mean, at this point, y'all niggas know if y'all gonna vote or not, or if y'all gonna vote for Biden or not. So it's really hyperbole when we just be talking or whatever. But I mean, we wouldn't have a show if we ain't talk about it.
Kicking the bobo.
Yeah, we just kicking the bobo. So it don't make a difference. But that being said, though, it makes like zero fucking sense for y'all niggas to bring up the 93 crime bill because y'all don't know about the 93 crime bill. Tank can do it. I debate Tank all day about the 93 crime bill. But bitch, if you can't tell me what the 93 crime bill did and what it involved, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I do want y'all niggas to become more socially aware, but I know you're not. So I've given up. Just take your monkey ass and vote for the nigga that want to give us free shit.
I hate
Thank you.
niggas.
Bro, listen, 24/9 we grind. We give you a nigga to put on your mind so you know what's going on and what time. Cuz Y'all know I change that rhyme
I
every
was
fucking
finna
week.
say, well, what the fuck was that?
I'm done. I'm done.
Hey man, my shit is black exploitation movies. Go look at any one of them motherfuckers.
JJ Walker.
JJ
Chicken
Walker.
Stalker.
I just seen one I had no idea about, but it seems awesome
kill
because it
you,
was an
split
old
your
bitch
gas.
that say that she seen two lesbian bitches eating pussy and Oprah is in it. I never knew about Brewster's Place, but I'm gonna go check that the fuck out. God damn it,
Brittany, give me a
Bruce.
Brewster's Place. You seen that before?
I gotta see that again. I think I've seen it once. It's old.
It's old, but
Yeah.
it's a movie. Oprah looked like shit, and boy, I do not want to see that foot. If you fucking Oprah, you know the foot gonna be right
Brittany,
here.
give me a nigga.
All right.
Bru-
I want y'all to look into the death of, because we don't talk about this enough, and I think it's very important. The death of Kendrick Johnson. Y'all need to go look that up. Valdosta, Georgia, and why in 2020 this happened back in 2013. Why in 2020
yeah, I'm straight.
we have not gotten any further in the case than where we are now.
Because Obama ain't shit.
That where we are now, that somebody that a young man committed suicide and removed his organs and rolled himself up in a goddamn wrestling match.
They removed the organs.
I don't know.
The organs and they stuffed it with newspaper.
Stuffed him with newspaper and rolled him up in a mat. But
they did.
as we talk about catch the killers, indict the killers of Breonna Taylor, we need to also talk about the fact that the investigation for this case is still have not been
That shit over
gotten
with.
any
Niggas
headway. And
don't give a fuck.
I think they closed the case if I'm not mistaken.
These
I
niggas
think they
don't give a
reopened it.
fuck.
Something like that. But y'all go check that out.
Sicko.
Again, the death
Why y'all
of
live in Valdosta?
in Valdosta, Georgia. The death of Kendrick
Oh, if
Johnson.
y'all do live there, why y'all ain't running that shit?
Right.
The police pull a nigga over, that motherfucker should be scared. Fuck them.
So y'all go check that out. Then I think that's important.
I'm ready to buck.
Man.
I'm ready for the chaos, cuz. What these niggas doing?
Ain't gonna happen.
You about that shit?
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. That's why I say
Sick
calm
of 'em,
down.
man.
It ain't gonna happen, man.
Vote and shut the fuck up, niggas. Cuz.
Up, please.
365, something, we grind. What you got?
Oh man.
Don't come to quit.
Woo, child. What a interesting thing. So I was looking at Glory, one of the greatest movies.
That counts
of
as a
all
black
goddamn
exploitation?
time.
No.
No, it's not exploitation. It's a damn near. It's a film based on a true
Documentary
historical
type.
events. The 54th Massachusetts Regiment, the first
Right.
black regiment to join the U.S. Army during the Civil War, and they died valiantly fighting for their freedom.
Silly niggas, if you ask me.
Well, I don't
but
know.
brave.
I don't know if they
Silly and brave at the same
Any
time.
nigga that fought in the Civil War fought for his freedom. That's the first niggas that they was actually fighting for something. Unlike these World War II military black people, that's different.
They were still set up, though. Let's be honest. They were set up and treated shitty.
They were treated shitty.
And they were
But
set
if
up.
the North
Y'all
won the
niggas
war-
need for it first. Y'all go out there, niggas. We need y'all and
Oh, you
protect
talking
our
about at the
niggas.
end of the movie?
No, that's how the war was fought.
Oh, well, no.
Niggas is the
They wouldn't
charge.
let niggas fight at first. The 54th
No,
was the
but I'm
first
talking
one
about
to fight.
but I'm talking about once niggas were fighting
Oh, yeah,
for
they
them,
let them lead the charge.
the niggas is in charge to
But
die
at the
first.
same time, the niggas who
I said it brave.
the
All
bravery
right,
is-
like we say on every episode, all power to the people. Peace, nigga. Because you damn
Talking
should
about
cut
the 54th now.
you damn should cut his ass off if he's talking about his black exploitation shit. So.
That was on yours though. I was on your time.
Yeah.
Or was I? Hey, we talking about the 54th.
this the
though.
54th.
This shit here go.
I'm so sick of British shit, man. Y'all go look up the 54th Massachusetts Regiment,
The
man.
British should have won. Fuck. me.
The British should have won. I agree with that, but it's a different war. All power to the people. Peace.
You a hater, hater bear.